What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Wonder Train team. Okay, this is the second Wonder Train team that I've done. Now, this one is for Patreon. If you want your theme team done, you can check it out in the description of the video under the Patreon link there. All right, Nicola, this one is for you. Hope you enjoy this one. Right, so this is one of the themes that a lot of people ask for a second one and, for it to be a running series on my channel, as well as the random egg one and the booster pack one. Those are the three series people really, ask about a lot there. If you guys want me to put those types of videos up, I can put them up a little bit more regularly. I might be able to put them up once a month or something cool like that. Let me know in the comment section. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that subject there, as well as any theme teams and feedback on the video itself would be awesome. Let's get to this one. If you like these Wonder Trade videos, give me a like on the, I want to see you guys, opinion and stuff. Do you like these types of videos? Let's get onto it. Anyway, this is a battle against Elder Cleric on my chat. If you guys want to battle me, you can. That's in the description there as well. I love battling you guys. Your teams are so much fun to verse. Let's get to this one. So I've got 6 random Pokemon. Guys, did you see that Trump for Trump trade there? That was crazy. Got some other really cool trades there too. All right, so we have a Alolan Raticate here. I've got a special Aipom here. Now, what I did with these, I gave them some TMs, some level up moves. I capped a couple of the IVs there, and obviously EV trained the correct stats. Apart from that was pretty much bare bones there. All right, so I've got, I taught this a couple of moves. It already had some other moves there as well. So I've got Swift on it. I think it had pickup or something. Like, had a really bad ability there. So I'm going to get Venoshocked by the Raticate, which is going to take out my Aipom lead there. So I had Swift on that, Nasty Plot, Thunder, and I think it had Solar Beam as well. It came with Solar Beam. All right, so swapping on Lombre. Now, Lombre is a really, really cool shiny. I kind of regret that I didn't see Lombre shiny a little bit earlier. Like, it's one of those Pokemon you don't see very often. I really like it shiny. Doesn't it look cool? Okay, anyway, so I'm going for the Sword Dance here. This came with some physical moves, so I thought, let's make a physical set. That'll be fun. I gave it a Salic Berry, and obviously it's got Sword Dance there. It's got Fake Out, which it came with, and I gave it Waterfall there as well. It also came with Zen Headbutt, so I thought, let's try the, a physical set. Okay, so that's going to get rid of the Alolan Raticate there, which is nice. Now we have Shedinja here. Now this was a really, really big problem, right? Oh, man. So I have to swap out here. I didn't have much to actually hit this thing at all. Regardless, I had my Fletchinder there. It's going to get hit by the Shadow Sneak here. Not being the most bulkiest Pokemon in the world, does a lot of damage there with Shadow Sneak, so it's about a 3-hit KO. I've run on this set. I had Overheat on this. I had Workup. I had Razor Wind, and I think I had, I'm trying to remember what my other move was. It'll come to me in a second there. Anyways, so I put the Power Herb on this. Sorry, not the Power Herb, the White Herb, so I could get that extra overheat off, so I could use it twice there without my stats being low too much. And that's going to have to swap out against Whiscash. It's not a very good matchup there. All right, so swapping in Gumshoes anyway. This was a Toxic Orb Facade set. It hits like an absolute truck with adaptability there. Now I've got Facade on this. Obviously, I've got Protect there, so I just get my Toxic Orb there. I've also got Earthquake on it there to hit Steel types, and I've also got Odor Sleuth there to hit Ghost types. Okay, so Whiscash just gets absolutely annihilated there. Unfortunately, its move actually missed. That was the Aqua Tail. I guess that's why they went for Spark earlier on the Fletchinder. That would have been enough to easily take it out. Spark is a really interesting move on Whiscash. It's not something you'd really expect. Anyway, so Shedinja's going to come in here. I can't even hit this thing, so I have to swap in my Shellos. Now, Shellos didn't have anything to hit with, but I was trying to bluff the opponent here, trying to make out that it was a bulky set with running like something like Toxic. So thankfully, they did actually swap here. I went for Recover anyway just to see what moves they do. Okay, so we have the Farfetch coming here. Now, on the subject of Shedinja, I didn't really have anything really here outside 2 Pokemon. So I had to have a Pokemon Sword back for that. All right, so Farfetch is going to go for a Curse. So it's going to raise its attack there. And, sorry about that. I was just wondering what that noise was. But Asta just tripped over in my room. Hi, Asta. Anyways, so gonna Scald the Farfetch there, doing some nice damage to it. I'm gonna get the burn there too. Now, this is a bulky Everlight Shellos here, running on this EV's max health and max special defense. It actually had a boosting special defense nature, so that was hype. I also had Everlight on this one, so I've got Recover. I've got Scald on this, as you already seen. I also got Mud Slap. I came with Mud Slap. I thought that'd be a fun move there to use. Scores a little bit of salt there. And I also had Infestation on there as a TM. Okay, so Farfetch is pretty much locked in here. It's burned. It can't touch me at all. That burn pretty much sealed the deal there. So doing some recovery to myself there. I mean, after this, I could easily go for recover or anything like that. It's just not really going to hit me at all. So I'm getting some nice damage on there with burn there and the infestation with the Farfetch there. It's going for the acrobatics, but as I said before, like my recovery is going to be really good there, and it's burn. It's just not going to be able to touch me at all. Now it's going to eat a berry there, and it's going to, I was like, okay, it's probably like a wiki berry or something like that, which it is, but it's going to get confused there, because if you do drop special attack there, it's going to get, it's going to get confused. So Farfetch ate the wrong berry there, but it doesn't really matter. This matchup, it was never going to be able to get me through with that burn there. That was the main, cause of the Farfetch not being able to take me out there. Plus it had to boost us. I'm not sure what it was going to be running. If it was like a bulky set there, it was running Curse over Sword Dance. I wasn't too sure. Anyways, so Farfetch is going to go down the next turn to the burn and infestation, not toxic, burn infestation damage there. And that's cool. Farfetch wasn't too much of a threat there. Normally really isn't a threat, but that was good there anyway. I was kind of worried about a banded Brave Bird. That would have really hurt Shellos there. But that's good. It actually got a buff in its attack too, which is cool. All right, so we have Clefairy coming out here. I can't really do too much to Clefairy outside of use Infestation to score on it. It's going to go for a Calm Mind there. So it's going to be probably a bulky Everlight set there too. Now, a lot of my Pokemon would be struggling to get through this, especially with Calm Minds up. So here I went for Infestation. So I was thinking, I probably need to swap a Pokemon in Trump to finish it, Gumshoos to finish it there. Go for Facade and just one-shot it or get very close, because I know that it'll probably be running like max health, max defense or something like that. Anyways, or at least max health. So, Shellos isn't really doing anything. It's kind of starting to set up for me. So I went for the Mud Slap there, dropping the accuracy. Mud Slap is a pretty funny mover. It's so weak, but you can get up those Mud Slaps there, trap your opponent in there, burn them with Scald, infestation damage, and recover off. It's a pretty fun little set there. Anyway, so swapping in Gumshoos here with this stored power. I was like, crap, I better leave this one. I do there, which is nice. I'm going to get some poison damage, so I really have to make use of this turn to take the Clefairy out. Going for the side, I'm going to obviously outspeed there, and that is going to absolutely nuke the field and take Clefairy out in one shot there. It's so powerful with adaptability and facade. Okay, the only thing really letting me down is its speed. Alright, anyways, so we have the Glaceon coming out here. Glaceon isn't the fastest Pokemon in the world, so I knew there was half a chance I might be able to outspeed this thing, but it's going to go for the Ice Beam there and take out my Gumshoos, which is fine. I got rid of the setting up Clefairy. That could have been a problem there. Okay, so I've got Lombre here. Now, I thought I could go for Waterfall here to try and take this thing out. I didn't really want to risk going for Sword Dance, because I thought it might have, it could have just something to one-shot me, which Lombre isn't exactly the bulkiest Pokemon, plus this was a sweeper. It's going to pop out the Signal Beam against me, and that's going to take my Lombre out easily there, as it's super effective. So, Signal Beam is a pretty cool attack there. Right. So it's bulky. I need to take it out. I've got Fletchinda with Overheat. That's probably my best bet to go here. Scald Infestation is going to take a long while on Shellos there, so I thought that'd be my best option going for this one. So Overheat doesn't miss, which is going to definitely take out the Glaceon there. Hits nice and hard there with that high base power. So I ran on max special attack and max speed on that one. And that is down there. Okay, so I'm down on special attack and Shedinja comes in. Okay, I'm like, okay. I get this obviously definitely has a Focus Sash. So I was like, if I can burn off the Focus Sash there, I do have one other Pokemon that can take it out. Shadow Sneak's going to hit me. Overheat misses. I'm like, no! That's really, really bad there. So Shedinja's going to be able to take me out. I've only got one other Pokemon, and I knew that if it had, it's got Focus Sash. I know that it's going to be able to outspeed me. That's the Oricorio, guys, and it's, it's weak. It's definitely weak to that, so I'm going to have to swap it in here. I know that it's going to be able to outspeed me, take me out with two Shadow Sneaks, and I know that it's going to Focus Sash. So there's only one option here for me to get around the Shedinja. Thank God I had Teeter Dance on this. That was my only option there, because I know that it would have Focus Sash and take me out with double Shadow Sneak there. Okay, so I've got that up. That's the main thing here. So now I was going to go for the Air Cutter on this, which is going to take it down to a Sash. It's going to get through the confusion and take out my Oricorio there, so that sucks. I'm like, well, it did its job. It's got the Teeter Dance here, so I'm down to my last Pokemon. Really, all Shellos has to do here is just basically tank the hits until Shedinja hits herself in confusion. That was the main little strategy here. Alright, so it's going to get through confusion the next time there and hit me with X-Scissor. It doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage to me, but I do have the Recover there to get rid of that one. So I don't have anything to hit it, so it's obviously going to have a Wonder Guard. Then it snaps out of confusion. I'm like, no! So there's nothing I can do to the Shedinja. I'm so salty. All I needed was one hit there. So I'm just going to spam recover here for a little bit. So I was wondering what moves I actually had. As I said, there's nothing I can do to take out the Shedinja here. Now it's going to keep going for the X-Scissor here. I mean, I could nearly stall out. I was wondering if I could actually stall out as X-Scissor, just try and do that. Since I was there was absolutely nothing I could do there to it. None of my moves would hit it because it's got one to go. Anyways, so they're going to go for the Metal Claw here, which is interesting. That's a very low chance of erasing the attack there. And what do you know? First go, after this one, they get an attack raise. I'm going to recover off there anyway. So I was thinking, well, if I can get round... if I can get round that X-Scissor, I might have a chance. So as I said before, on the second Metal Claw, they get an attack raise. I'm like, no, there's only a 10% chance. I'm like, I'm buggered now. There's not going to be anything I can do to this. So all my attacks are going to not get through Wonder Guard, unfortunately. Then it's going to go for the X-Scissor here, and I'm going to get critted there. So, man, all the luck was just against me in those last couple of turns there. And that's a good game there. Man, I'm so salty about that Shedinja, though. I missed on the overheat. That overheat miss was definitely a game changer there, because Oricorio could have gone for the air cutter, and that was game. Even the confusion, that would really, really suck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Oh, man, I'm so salty. Okay, let's get to the next battle anyways. So I needed to get back into this one. I had quite a couple of losses with this team at the start. I was having some really bad runs a lot. All right, so we I know what you think. It's like, that's never happened before. Anyways, so we have an Ariados lead. I wonder what it's going to do. Definitely not going to do Sticky Web. So going for the overheat there, taking it down to its focus sash. We all know that crit matter too, getting it down to its sash. All right, so I'm going to get a special attack drop there. My White Herb is going to recover everything, so it's all cool. Now the Sticky Web is going to be laid down here. So here I was thinking, well, I don't want to burn up my overheat there again. Let's go for the Razor Wind here. Razor Wind, unfortunately, is a 2-hit turn, move like 2-hit turn charge up. So I thought, well, I could run Power Herb instead of White Herb, but I thought, nah. Now, that play there, setting up one layer of Toxic Spikes, changed this whole match. I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm going to say that did change. That course... Just remember that turn there. Okay, anyways. So, Ariados is down. Now we have the Lopunny coming in here. So, I know that there's a good chance that I'm probably going to get outsped here. And it's going to have Fake Out. Fake Out doing like a lot of damage there to me, which sucks. Now, I actually did have Flame Body on this set. So, I thought, well, even if I go down here, it may get burned. And that'd be like a really, really good result there. Flame Body kicks in on the return, burning the Lopunny. Thanks, Asta, for licking me in that really appropriate place. Anyway, so it's going to have the Life Orb there as well, and it's got the burn. So that's pretty good. I've crippled the Lopunny at the price of my Fletchinder, and I've got rid of the Ariados, so it's not too bad. So I can swap in Lombre here. I'm going to get Sticky Web there. Now, I had Salac Berry on this, max health, max speed, max attack EVs. So the Sword Dance kind of sweeper there. So obviously it's going to go for a return here. Still doing a lot of damage to me, even though it's burned. That Life Orb's kind of making up for a bit. I didn't waste any time. I went for the Waterfall. It doesn't really hit too hard there, unfortunately there. So, I'm going to have to sort of sack my Lombre here, unless I swap out into like another Pokemon, which would be, another viable option as well. So swapping out Lombre, so I went into Oricorio here, so I thought that'd be cool, since it's a lot more bulkier than Lombre. Now it's going to go for the high jump kick there. I had Mirror Move on Oricorio as well. That was my other move I put on it. So I thought I can go for the Mirror Move, high jump kick. That'll look hilarious and finish off the Lopunny. So here, I think, I went for the Mirror Move here. It's going to obviously outspeed me, and it's going to do a little bit of damage to me, and unfortunately, it's going to actually take itself out there with the Life Orb and the burn damage there. So that sucks I didn't get to use it. Anyway, so this had Teeter Dance. I also had Normalium Z, so I could use Normalium Z, Teeter Dance, getting the special attack raise and confusing the enemy. Okay, so going for the Teeter Dance here, which is a pretty scummy move, but I like it because it, can free things up. Unfortunately, the Confusion Hacks, not the Confusion Hacks, the Confusion... nerf in this gen, it makes it very, a very bit of a risky move to use there. They went for the Fire Blast there. I went for Mirror Moves. I was hoping they used it again. It's like a mix while he was Sucker Punch. So I really wanted that one to happen. So that kind of sucks. So here, anyways, I was like, bugger it. Let's go for the, I think I went for the Normalium Z Teeter Dance here. Sorry, I went for the Normalium Z on the, I'm trying to remember, the Teeter Dance here, which is going to raise my attack and, get the Confusion back on the Mawile there. Okay, I like how they do that, have the glowing on them after they use the Z move there. Anyway, so Mawile's going to go for the Play Rough here, and that's going to take me out quite easily there. It's very decent attack there, and it's stab. Right, so I need to get rid of this Mawile. It is a problem. So I do have Earthquake on Gumshoes here. I need to go for Earthquake like right away there. Even if it goes for a play rough here, or an Iron Head, I was quite confident, that I could take this one. All right, so now it's going to get confused here, and it's going to hit itself in confusion, which is really, really good there, doing a nice little chunk of damage to it. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake here, which is going to be enough to take out the Mawile, because I was guessing it was like a sweeping set, which like most of them are there. And I guess I just threw Fire Blast in there for a little bit of extra coverage. Okay, anyway, so I've got the Toxic Orb up on my Gumshoes. It's going to be hitting like an absolute beast now. Leafeon's going to come in here. So I was like, I reckon I can live a Leaf Blade from Leafeon there, because the outside of a crit there. I just hang on 9 health. I'm able to get the Facade off there, which absolutely dominates Leafeon and takes it out at 1 hit. So Gumshoes did really well there. Guys, you got to try out the Facade Toxic Orb adaptability set. It hits like amazing truck there. Under Trick Room, this thing is absolutely, it's a monster. Anyways, so Float Cell we have swapping in here. Now I've got the Aipom from before. Now this Aipom has Thunder with max special attacks. So I was like, Thunder's going to do a hell of a lot of damage, so it's going to get close to killing it. And that was my goal here to get that one off. All right, so Float Cell is going to go for a Z move here, which is a fighting move, which is actually going to be Z Bulk Up, which is going to boost its attack even more, like another stage, and then it's going to get its usual Bulk Up stats there, being the +1 in attack. So it's got a +2 in attack, and it's got +1 in defense. So going for the Thunder, it misses. I'm like, no! That really, really mattered. So unfortunately here, it can use any attack really to take me out. It's going to go for the Aqua Jet there. Even with a +2, my Aipom just hangs on there on 11 health. Thunder was able to just hit there. Thank God. I would have been really, really salty if that second one missed there. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to actually take out the Float Cell. I don't get a paralyze or anything, and that's my Aipom down. So things ain't looking too hot here, people. So I've got Lombre left, but unfortunately, I've got Fake Out on this, so I thought that could be nice if I get a crit there, bypass that, those defensive boosts there from Bulk Up. Decided to take the risk and went for Fake Out. Unfortunately there, I didn't get the crit, and Float Cell is, it's going to be able to take me out the next turn with the Aqua Jet or any type of move there, because it's going to outspeed me. Okay, so I've got the Salac Berry. That's nearly not going to be near enough speed to outspeed, Float Cell. Its speed is absolutely amazing. So it's going to go for the Ice Punch there, which is going to take out my Lotad. So my last Pokemon is, I nearly called it Gastrodon, Shellos East here. Now, this is obviously the bulky Everlight set, as I already explained before. Here, I can go for the Mud Slap or just anything to take it out, or Scald or whatever. Now, I get poisoned by the Toxic Spikes. However, the poison wasn't a bad poison, right? Remember how I said early on in the game, this did change the match a lot? Well, it's about to. So, unfortunately, the Float Cell is still hanging around, but I'm going to take it out there with the Infestation after damage there. So, that's their second last Pokemon down. The last Pokemon they have is a Probopass. Now, Probopass actually had Toxic there, but it couldn't Toxic me because I was already poisoned, but I wasn't badly poisoned there. So I was like, this is really good. So I'm not actually, this matchup could, turn out well. So going for the Scald here, I really wanted to see how much damage I could get. Maybe a burn, that would be handy. However, it's going to be a bulky Probopass there with leftovers. So I was thinking, well, let's try and concentrate on getting the burn later. Let's get the Infestation happening so I can get rid of that, that leftovers damage. I wasn't sure whether they're going to have like rest or anything like that either. Any forms of recovery or healing off would spell doom for my Shellos. Anyway, so going for Mud Slap here, I want to get their accuracy down first a little bit. Flash Cannon absolutely did nothing to me. I'm a bulky special defense wall, so I was thinking, well, maybe they don't have any recovery. That would be really, really good there. I've got recovery myself, and I'm not badly poisoned, so it's only doing like a fixed amount of damage each time instead of stacking in damage like badly poisoned does. All right, so Probopass is going to go for a Flash Cannon here. Things are getting a little bit close to my health, so I need to heal up soon after this turn. So going for the Scald there, doing some nice damage on Probopass there, and I get the burn, so I was like, sweet, that's really good. So I've got the burn there, which is going to nearly get rid of that leftovers damage and, that healing. And next turn, I can go for the Recover on my Shellos, and that's going to get it back into some nice health range. The only thing I was worried about was a crit from the Probopass. That would definitely get my Shellos way out of here. So I left it probably a little bit close there. Obviously, a crit would have taken me out there, and I get the recover off. Thank God, and you get critted there. I probably cut things fine. A little bit too fine there. So I went for the recover. I probably could have gone for a stage earlier than that, but I like to live in the fast lane. Anyways, so I've got the burn up. Now here I can go for the Infestation. So that's going to be like double damage there with the infestation and the burn there. Then I can start spamming Skull. Okay, so it's going to attract me, but it's not going to affect me because obviously we're both females, so that's not going to work. No intentional, nothing intended there. That's just how the game works. So I've got the obviously I've got the poison up. It's doing that fixed damage still. So man, it just looks back onto that second turn, right? That one layer of toxic that really did change the course of this matchup because I'm able to stall out this Probopass. It can't do shit to me. I'm so bulky in special defense. And it had toxic as well. So if he used toxic, I would have lost. There's no way I would have got around it in time. It would have been able to get past me there. So going for another Scald there. I've got the burn and the infestation still up. So the next turn I'm going to be able to take it out with that one, which is nice. So here I can go for recover again or just attack. I was like, nah, let's go for the attack. I couldn't possibly get credit here. I know what you're thinking. Anyway, so I went for the Scald this turn. Probopass is going to go down to the next turn. And that is going to be game for me. Flash Cannon hits me, but guys, it doesn't crit, thank God. I already had enough bad luck with this team. And I'm going to finish it off there with the Mud Slap, because Mud Slap is the strongest move in the game. And I hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. Make sure you stick around for the bloopers and the bonus battle. There's some really good stuff there. Man, this was fun to do. Let me know if you want to see these again. Peace. Do 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 do.